Hey guys, it's Breathe Coffee on Repeat. So the good news is I have a pack review. The bad news is I'm still looking for my go-to pack since my Patagonia started to fall apart. I'm trying to find like my everyday pack, and I thought that this would be probably a good substitute. Unfortunately, it did not fit. So I am going to do a review based on what I like about it and then kind of go into how their size chart did not make any sense. All right, so let's just jump on into this. This is the Distance 4. The new version looks almost exactly the same, so I don't know if there's any differences between last year's and this year's. We're going to go through the back. We got a big zipper here with a little key clip, and then you've got this huge pocket, this dump pocket, which you can shove a good amount of layers. I sometimes would put like an extra bottle back there. It holds a lot of stuff. On the front, you've got two bottle pocket holders, which have the little ponytail holder, which you actually do need to use with these bottles. It ships with a 500 milliliter Hydro Flask, but they're the hard top ones. So you actually do want them to stay up. Otherwise, if they do work their way down, they actually stay up pretty good, but they're the tapered ones. So you really want to have them secured. I don't know if they actually would fit all the way down, but I did notice that it was starting to shift down a little bit on my run. So you've got the one zipper compartment here. I do have, what's mine, an iPhone 13. It's a couple years old. It's an iPhone Pro. It's not the Max, but it did fit in there. It was a little tight. If you have a Max, you might have to put it in the back pocket. You've got this dump pocket here, which did not hold my phone very well. It had to go in the zipper pocket. And then on the other side, you've got a dump pocket here. And on top, this is the Z-Pole carry case, which I didn't get to use this. And so we're gonna learn this one together. Theoretically, this is what it does. It comes out, this little pocket, and then there's another pocket on the bottom. So you know what, let's try this. I didn't use this for my run because I was doing, I took this out for 16 miles, but it was a very flat 16, so there was no poles used whatsoever. So let's give this a go. I've seen this, how this is done. So actually, I do use Z-Poles. So here's my Z-Poles. And how it's supposed to work is, you put one side here on the bottom, and then you let this little guy out. So this goes out. It helps if your hair is not in the way. You wrap it around your poles, you tighten it, and then you go overhead, and then you can tighten them there. So the poles will end up on your back like that, which is really cool because you don't have to take the pack off to get your poles on and off. However, I just couldn't make this pack work, even though I really like the pole carry. Their sizing charts seem to run really, really small. For comparison, and I found this a lot with most of the women's packs, I'm a men's small, like the unisex small, and I'm a Patagonia small. But when I look at other companies in the women's specific packs, I always end up having to size up considerably. I am right here, 33 inches, which they don't make a 33-inch bra. So I'm either like a 32D or a 34C. And per the size charts, I was on the upper end of the medium, like where I think it only goes to like 33 and a half. I'd have to double check. But then the large for the chest measurements for right here, your ribs, was 31 and up for the large. So since this was the size that was on sale, I'm not gonna lie, I got this on sale, I went with the large because I figured I'd have plenty of space for layers. And you know, it's always better to have a little bit of space to move up than have it be too small, so I thought. So when I was running, I think I made it about, I don't know, like a mile, and I realized that, I'm gonna go ahead and put this pack back on, that I was all the way tightened. Like I had it all the way I'm wearing a dress right now, regular bra, so it's a little bit of a different fit, but I had it like all the way tightened, especially because this was sports bra. And as I'm running more and more and more, I'm realizing that the neck on this is so pulled in that it's starting to rub on my neck. So what I ended up having to do for my run, because like I said, it feels like it fits when you're not running in it, is I had to crisscross the straps. But it was just bouncing around so much that I couldn't, like I knew I couldn't run in it. Even if I had on a full jacket, it would have been a bit too much. So I'm tucking these straps back in right now. The other thing that I don't love, like the strap carry thing is very nice, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of bulky where it fits right here. So I was very aware of that after a while, especially since I was running in a tank top. So it's just something to think about. And also it's not the softest material. Now it's not as bad as a Salomon. Like it's softer than a Salomon, but it isn't as soft as my Patagonia one. The colors are really pretty though, but the neckline definitely cuts in on right here, especially if you are pulling it in tight. So I definitely should have gone with a woman's medium and maybe even the men's small, which I think I'm gonna try to sell this one. I can't get return it because it was on sale. So it's cute. I mean, it's a good pack. It just didn't work out. I do not like the bottles though. They are tapered, so they fit in really easily. They were not a problem to get in and out of my pack. I just don't like the plastic top ones because they just tend to feel like pressure on my chest. So I would definitely have switched these out for a different pack, for different packs bottles. I have probably like 10 of these things flying around my house, so I would just throw these in. And I probably would actually maybe the Salomon bottles with this pack. But the pull carry is pretty cool. It is little reflective details here. It's got some reflective on the back. It's a bright color. I love the color. I'm a huge fan of teal, but the sizing chart was just a little off. So keep that in mind. I think one of the things that I thought of is because it has you measure your chest. However, with women's measurements, if you're wearing a compressive sports bra, you might be down a size, and that might be what happened to me, but this part right here doesn't change. That stays the same. So I was just not able to get that to work, but I did like that it worked with my poles. So let me know if you have any questions or comments or any packs you want me to try. I have a couple of races coming up. One is a loop course where it's not really important that I have a super high carry pack. And the other one is also, I think it's like 7.5 miles out and back, and it's like a 30 hour. So I want to go lighter for that, and I'm just looking for kind of a pack because I do have my Salomon packs, but they're not my favorite. So they're not comfortable long term, I don't think. So I'm looking for something that's a little bit more comfortable, slightly durable, but is really like not as intrusive and does the front bottles. And you can do the bladder option. So let me know if you have any thoughts, and I'll see you guys later.